Hey YouTube, got my 2004 Volvo S60 here. This is a 2.5T car. It's got the little tiny turbo on the back of a 5-cylinder. And got something like 215,000 miles on it. I got it from the original family for like 700 bucks. And it's been a lot of fun. Needed a lot of work. We can go over the work later. But today's topic is body. We're going to talk about cleaning this car up so it doesn't look like this. First, you can tell, for those eagle-eyed viewers, these are not the same color. So this is like a dark, like violet, and the rest of the car is this hideous champagne color. So the bumper, very much so, is missing a chunk out of it over here, as you can see. So I've got myself a new bumper for it. We're gonna take this car on over to MAACO and see what they say about it. I think I'm gonna go the extra mile and not only get the color match corrected, or the lack of color match, that is, but I think I want them to repaint the whole car. I'm tired of this color, and I want to see it in either like a red or a nice glossy black. So they have a $2.99 paint deal there, but we all know there's going to be fees. So we're going to see what those fees are. So let's take a look at the new bumper, which I have not installed. I haven't installed it because I think MAACO might want the bumper off so they can paint it separately first. I really don't know. I don't know a lot about paint. And as we go through this process here, that's gonna be very obvious. Oh, and there's one more thing here. So it already had lots of clear coat coming off. So it needs a lot of work. If anybody wants a Fox body, let me know. So this is the massive box it came in. Honestly, it could have been a bowling alley. This is the last one they had on Rock Auto. It was $220. Next step, stop over to our local MAACO and see what they say, see what kind of monster fees we've got to refreshing this thing. All right, so I took the car down there yesterday and got myself an estimate. I'm gonna tell you quickly about what the experience, and then I'll show you the actual estimate. So first of all, I was surprised that they were unfazed. Even though the car had part of the bumper missing and there was a bunch of clear coat peeling and dents and scratches and it had a ton of miles on it, they were just like, oh yeah, all right, you want to repaint? Yeah, sure. So I guess they get this sort of thing all the time. Let's take a look at our estimate here. So I folded it to cover up the total price and my address and that sort of thing. So I decided to go with the cheapest base price, which is $299. So you can add, obviously the sky's the limit there. You can go all the way up to the like $750 paint job, which is supposed to be like OEM. But anyway, so I started with that, and then you have this light chip and scratch repair. That automatically adds $80. And then the universal sealer is automatically $100. That's added on. And then you see this color change here. So we'll get to the color change in a moment. But basically what you should learn from this is that this is $380, $480. It's really a $500 paint job is the starting price, period, no matter what. So the color change. That was only $50. This is really surprising to me. I thought this is where I was going to get hit hard. So I'll put it to you this way. If I were to take the car to them and I said, hey, the car's beige, just repaint the car beige, they were going to say, well, your door is mismatched, your bumper's mismatched, we're going to have to change the color. It's going to be $50. All right. But I didn't say that. I said, I want a new color. I want you to repaint this whole thing a new color. I want it to be black. It's still $50. So that's crazy to me. So if you have a car that's an ugly color and you've got a bumper that's been replaced or something like that, Why would you not do this? So, what else did they want to add? There were some scratches on that door that was beat up and a few little dents. And then there was a little dent on the front left fender, and there was a dent in the rear quarter panel, just little things here and there. So I decided that it's gonna be best just to paint over that stuff. I don't care enough about it. When it came to the hood though, as I showed you at the end of the last clip, there was a bunch of paint peeling, or the clear coat was peeling. So he actually said they could paint all right on top of that if I wanted. But unsurprisingly, he didn't recommend that. So they're not gonna do that. They added this repair peeling hood fee for $90. There's a couple other things here like body materials, hazardous waste, 18, 25. Let's see what this all added up to. The total price was $643, which I am super impressed with. Here's the big disappointment. This price does not include painting the door jambs. It's $150 per door. Per door. That's crazy to me. So I really had a moment where I had to sit there and go, wait, you're telling me that if we were to paint the door jambs, it would be almost the price of the whole paint job again. It's $600 to paint the door jambs. So right now I'm kind of on the fence if I'm going, I don't know if I'm going to maybe have them paint one door jamb, or we're just gonna skip it and just have a bunch of beige door jambs. I also asked them about the bumper, if they wanted the bumper off or if they wanted the bumper on. And I was surprised to find they actually want the bumper on. They said that it'd be easier if they can just have the bumper on and just spray it in one sweep. So I'm going to install the bumper. Okay, so at this point, I've got the front bumper installed completely. It's a little ugly, but I ended up finding some metal behind this bracket here that I could put a screw into. So I'm just gonna let him paint right over that screw there, and it holds the bumper in place. Ugly, but it works. Other things, I think I've made the decision to leave on the side molding. I thought these would just pop out like the fronts did. The front, they just clip in. I've discovered that the side molding is, looks like it uses a strong adhesive tape. So the only reason I removed this one is because this one already was broken and I've got a replacement on the old door. So I'm not gonna attempt to remove the rest of these. I'm gonna leave them on for paint. Gonna go put it through a car wash and take it on in Monday morning, tomorrow. And I think I am gonna go with just a glossy black. So stay tuned and we'll check it out when it's done. All right, I got the car back and ta-da, check it out. I think it looks awesome. Super pleased. The car looks, besides the little dents, which we'll talk more about in a minute, that the car had before, the car looks like a new car. I'm really loving it. All right, let's do a walk around. Sorry, I don't have a lot of space to get back. Got the roomies insight here. This is the bad side with the, you know, the molding's missing and that sort of thing. That's not on them. What do we think? I think it looks great. All right, so let's get down to a few things. You know, I was debating whether or not I wanted to have the door jambs painted. I decided, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's too expensive. You know, maybe I'll get away with it. It's not gonna be that noticeable. So I'm gonna let you guys decide. And, well, yeah, obviously you're gonna notice this is not black, but that is the same color as the interior. So in my eyes, It's like the interior color is just longer and goes to the edge of the door here instead of here. So I feel like that is perfectly okay. And as you know, man, I gotta clean that up. I'll get to it. As you know, this door was purple. What's that look like? Obviously the jam is the same, but the door is now, I mean, honestly, it just looks black. It's so dark purple. Let's look at it compared to the front one. Honestly, I thought this was gonna be like a screaming, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't paint the door jambs. But you know what? I barely noticed. But it looks like they taped it off just like half an inch here and painted just the edge. So that way when the door's closed, you can't tell that the jambs aren't painted. I was so happy with that. I didn't ask for that. They didn't say they were gonna do that. That's great. Love it. So they didn't paint inside the trunk either. Let's take a look in here. Okay, I don't know what we were expecting him to find other than that. I mean, honestly, I haven't taken a very close look at this car, so you're kind of seeing it as I see it. I did notice that they forgot to take the tape off, so I took one off already, and there was some tape in here too. There's supposed to be a cover on here. They oversprayed on here. Who cares? Nobody ever sees it. So they take the badges off to do the paint job, and they don't look that bad when they put them back on. I thought they might be like super crooked or something. I'm super pleased with that. This side looks great. You know, I got all the moldings here. They painted the mirrors. That looks great. You can see that the bottom of the bumper is not painted at all. I totally forgot that when I gave them the car, but they knew not to paint it. So I would have totally forgotten that if I was painting this car. So that's great. Sorry, I didn't get the front perfectly together for this. I've got this molding, I've got that molding, I've got to order one of those. I've got some fog light deletes I'm gonna put in there. Right now they're both knocked out. I'm not gonna pay the 45 bucks to get the fog lights put back in. Went to a salvage yard and got myself another wind deflector I'll bolt in. All right, imperfections. I'm sure you wanna know about imperfections now. I am not a paint expert. Very much so not. But there are a few things I did notice, and I'll try to point them out to you. Like I said, I didn't take a very close look at this car yet, but here's a few really obvious things. Like, yeah, there's some dents in the hood here. I'm not sure if those are there from before. I don't remember. I paid them to fix the flaking hood here, and as far as I can tell, they did a great job. I gotta go see if these were there before. Pretty sure they were, and I just couldn't see them. And you know, that's something I didn't know about. I didn't know that when you put this nice glossy paint on there, all of a sudden these little dents were gonna pop like this. And boy, do they pop. That one's really noticeable now. These are really noticeable. You know, and that's a bummer, but I don't regret it because I wanted to see what it looked like if I just had them spray on top of it. Now I know they're really obvious, so next time I have a car painted, I would probably pay them to fix those first. But all right, anyways, so you can see, there it is. This is just a little bit of dirt, something rough or something under the paint there. It's I don't want to scrape it because I don't want it to flake off, but it's definitely got a rough spot there. Something's under there. I noticed that they undersprayed the side of the mirror here. Not a big deal, but something I noticed. This is the original color of the car there. In terms of overspray, well, the moldings are all black and the car's black, so I'm sure there's some overspray that I'm just not seeing. As far as I can tell, it doesn't have much more than just little spots like here and a little bit here. But I couldn't care less about that. It was $630 for Pete's sake. All right, other imperfections. Not sure what's going on here. I don't remember that being there before. That doesn't look like black paint. It looks like something else. There's a little bit of overspray on the edge there. Not a big deal. I guess I'll say in conclusion, I'm very pleased. It's, you know, I could have done it for cheaper, probably, but I had them add like the hood fix on there and the color change, and it was well worth it. Very pleased with this. The service was fantastic. It was a good experience. I'm a sucker for service. if you can show me that you care for the customer, or at least that you're trying to care for the customer, then I'm likely going to come back, even if it's not perfect. And I think that's the case here. This thing looks awesome. Got a few imperfections, but I don't care because it was a good experience. Hey, just a quick little update here. It's been a few days. I apologize, it's windy outside, so you're probably going to get some wind noise. But nothing's been like flaking or anything like that. I just wanted to show you what the car looks like when it actually has its trim on, that sort of thing. So as you can see, there's no longer like a big gap here. It used to be that you still can a little bit, but it used to be you could see the ground right through here. So I got the wind deflector on. I don't have the fog light deletes in, but I got the wind deflector, the corner wind deflectors in. I've got these trim pieces in, and it still looks really good. Yes, I realize those are faded and terrible. They need to be cleaned up, but I still think it looks better this way. Still need to order one of these guys, as well as one of these for the tow hook. And on the side, I have this piece back on, which I just used some 3M heavy duty double stick. Wish I had trimmed it back a little bit more though, because you can see it behind there. Nevertheless, got that on. And then I also have this on, which I was able to recover from the old door. It was a little bent up, but it looks just fine. I unfortunately just had to kind of cut this off here. It kind of just looks like it's missing the thing to lift it with a jack, so I don't really give a crap about that. Anyways, I wanted to show you what it looked like with those pieces on. I'll try to back up. So this side looks way better. So anyways, wind. You get out of the wind. So anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know if you want to see anything else. And have a good one.